Hello and welcome to Wizbango. This is me trying to code a game in C on Windows from scratch, but I have no idea what I'm doing, so you can learn with me. So, the last video, I showed you how to write up the program that creates a window, and I did my best to explain what all the things meant. This part is the first half and this part is the second half. And so what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to explain how to actually run that. So what you need to do is first you need to compile this. So you're supposed to be able to do that in Emacs by going to, let's see, go to Tools and then there's Compile, and you're supposed to be able to just click that and it says make K, and I guess you push enter. Yeah, mine just says compilation exited abnormally, so I guess that means it didn't work. And I spent so much time trying to figure that out, and the only things I could find to fix it was like downloading some other new separate application, and I didn't really want to do that. So what I figured out is how to, just let me keep one of those up here, to do that in the command prompt. And if you need to know what the command prompt is, you can watch my video about the command prompt. That probably would be very helpful. But also, this reminds me I need to explain one more thing about writing this whole thing. So the patblit, that is not going to work if you try to just run it. What you need to do is go into your build.bat file, which I explained earlier, and you need to just add this on the end here so that you've got that in there, because it kind of relies on that. I don't remember what it does, but if you don't have that, it's not going to work. So what you're going to do is, actually let me close this so you can see this. So if you have watched the command prompt video, or actually it might have been in the video after that, but in one of the videos I explained what this part is, because it's part of running VC Barzal, and I think in a minute it's going to pop up something that says something about that. It's still loading, I guess. Oh yeah, there it goes. I had to push enter apparently. Anyway, see, it says VC Barzal environment initialized for x64. That means 64 bits. And now I need to use CD to get back to my code directory, because that is what we are doing. So also, I was told that you actually don't have to write the entire, I need desktop first. You actually don't have to write the entire thing. Someone in the comments reminded me that you actually can push tab, and that writes it for you, and that saves a lot of time. So desktop, tab, Wizbango, and then go into code. And what you can do in here is there's two different ways that you can do the same thing. If you want, I think you can do CL that means compile. That will only work if you do BC Varsol. And you can compile your file to CPP, I think is the one that you want. We're going to see in a minute here, because if it doesn't work, then yep, CPP is the one. So you need to put that in there after code. And if you have made some kind of typo or oops, oh, I don't know what all that is. Let me just do that again. Because I pushed enter. Oh yes. You might get a heck of a lot of errors in here. Oh, I know what the problem is. No. I was thinking maybe that the problem could be that this is still going. Let's see, what are these problems? Oh, I can explain to you how to figure out what the problems are. That's pretty good. It says the problem is the linker. Unresolved external system. Oh. Okay, so that's what happening is because I guess you need to run build.bat first in here. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see if that works now. But you can see it's explained. This is why I thought the problem might be because of build.bat, because right here it says the pat blit thing, which I just explained, needs this to run, which is part of build.bat. It also needs this to run, which is a different thing that we put in earlier, which I think that has to do with the WinMain part. Anyway, so let's see if that'll work now. See how Wizbango.cpp. No. It's got all this again. Well, it worked yesterday and I didn't change anything. Let's try instead. Let's try build. See if we get the same errors. No? Okay, so I guess apparently don't do CL. I did that before, but I guess, I don't know, maybe it only works the first time or something? I don't know. Apparently, just do build. Just write in there, build. And it says now that I have no errors. So, I'm not sure what all this was. I guess it just didn't like it. Anyway, so now what you should be able to do is run that in here. And if you did not save the last time, you're going to need to write again. Let me look in my notes to see what you need to be writing. If you did not save your CPP, or you didn't update this, because I'm going back to what we did in the message box thing. So if you didn't save it after that, then you need to go back into the build directory, to go back. And I think build was in here. Build, yep. And then you need to write, then you need to dev in whatever your thing is, .exe. and that is going to open Microsoft Visual Studio. And also, again, if you did not save all that, you need to adjust the settings again, so I can show you how to do that again in case you did not, because I forgot to show you how to save it. So if you didn't do that and you just closed it without saving, I'm going to show you how to save it. Mine takes a heck of a long time to load. I don't know why it takes so long. I guess because my computer's not that great. What is this? Found a suitable location for browsing database and whatever that is files. Well, I have no idea what that means, so I'm going to push cancel so it doesn't accidentally do something wrong. I don't know what IntelliSense is. I don't know what all this is, but if I can use the stuff the same, then it's as fine as before when I was doing it. Oh, do we not have all the colors in here? Or was that? Yeah, why do we not have so many colors? That's sad. Well, I'm gonna look at the other one then. Actually, no, I need to be looking at this. Okay, so I've almost distracted myself with the pretty colors. Don't do that. Anyway, so if you have not saved it, you need to go into properties again, and you need to change this to data. Mine is saved though, so I don't need to do that. And how you save it is you go into File, and you can push Save All, and that will make a .slin file, which stands for solution, which is what this is. This is a solution. Okay, so now let's see if it will run. And if you don't have the words here at all, you need to push F11. So let's push F5 and see if it works. Yep, so it is going to run, as you can see with this. You can tell it's running by the red at the bottom here and the tools and stuff over here. And this is the blank white window which I have created, and you can change the size. When you change the size, you can see down here in output, size is changed. And if you don't have output, you have to go into debug and Windows here at the top, and then you have to click output and it will give you that. And the reason why, if you don't have this part, it will still kind of work, but whenever you move it, it won't stay white, so that will be kind of annoying. And if you want to close this, you can see if you push the little X, which I think I was saying in the last video, it's not going to close. It's not going to do anything other than say close. So if you want to make that actually go away, you have to push the little red square here, stop debugging, or you can push Shift and F5 at the same time. And hopefully that will work. And I don't know why I don't have the colors, because Like, this is so much more beautiful. How do I get that back? I am not sure. Maybe it's because you're supposed to be able to build in Visual Studio, but I tried that and it did not work because all it did was it brought back the message box from the last time I was doing stuff. When I was making a message box, it just kept doing message box, and that was extremely not what I wanted. So if it's bringing up the, if you run this and it doesn't do any of the stuff that you told it to do, and it does whatever you told it to do last before deleting all that and writing new stuff, the problem is that you have not compiled it. You have not gone into here and done build in your code directory. Oops, I've accidentally gone back when I didn't want to. So I was going to show you again how build works. It's just, you have your whole path here, and then you can do build. And then it will tell you the things that you've got in here, and it will tell you what it's using. These are the other things that it's using, and this is where it's going out to, and then it's debugging it for you, which I think that just means it will tell you if there is an error, and it will also tell you, actually let me make an error so you can see what happens. I'm going to put somewhere I can put a typo that wouldn't be too difficult. Maybe if I took the 0, maybe if I take that out. Let's see. Build. Yep, see, now it gives me errors. It says, here it says what line the error is on. That one's on 110, that one's on 111, which I guess is here and here, and it tells you what the error is called and what that means. And sometimes that's not super helpful, so you can just copy the error number and put it into Google sometimes, and sometimes that will help explain it. But the problem it's having here is, see, it doesn't recognize that because it means nothing. So we need return back, and it says it's missing a semicolon. It's because we have this without a semicolon, so it doesn't know what's happening. And there's a semicolon, and make sure you save it before you build it, otherwise it's not going to know that you updated it. And then you can build again, and there's no errors. So that's how to do all that. And I don't know why the colors went away, but apparently that wasn't actually important, so oh well. Other than looking cool, I guess. So I think that is all that I wanted to explain, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it was a lot better than the last video because I knew more of what I was actually doing. There was less little doodads to explain. Anyway, I'm going to be done now. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Have a good day.